Hi, my name is Haley Pollum, and this is my grandpa in the picture. Today I interviewed him, and we talked about how he got into the war, his life accomplishments, his childhood, and family heritage. I hope you enjoy. My name is Haley, and I'm 12 years old. Today's date is December 10th, and I am speaking with
Bob Hudson,
who is my grandpa. We are recording this interview in Chicago. So, can you tell me about where you grew up? What was it like?
I lived in a town called Muncie. I was born there. I lived there until I was in the fourth grade. We lived in next to a junkyard, and I remember always my brother was always getting cut because there was glass everywhere. There was a high school next door, and then we moved to Anderson, Indiana, and I lived there for 2 years in the country in fifth and sixth grade and part of seventh grade. And I loved being in the country. It was fun, and we had dogs, and we had a 2-acre garden. And then my parents decided to move to Fort Wayne for my dad to get work, employment in the floor covering business. And then I moved to Fort Wayne with them. And during the seventh grade, I went to a little school called Emmaus Lutheran Church School. And after that, I went to a high school called Concordia Lutheran High School. And that's pretty much it for my youth.
Okay. Can you tell me how you and Grandma met?
Yes. After high school, I went to a college in Fort Wayne, and a friend of mine introduced us. I remember the day I met your grandma. She had a raincoat on, and it was raining outside, and an umbrella on her arm. And I said, "Hi, you look really, really pretty. Would you mind going out to have coffee with me sometime?" And she said, "Sure." Well, that's what started it. She was irresistible.
Can you tell me about our nationalities?
Yes, we have German and Italian, and your grandma has Irish and German, and my dad also has English.
Can you tell me about Mom was like? What are some of your favorite stories of her?
Your mother was
I did not know. Okay.
a really great athlete. She was always pretty as a child. Well, she's still pretty, but she was so cute and so adorable. I loved the fact that she was always a tomboy and she'd never wear dresses. And I remember she wanted to wrestle, but we wouldn't let her go out for the wrestling team. But she was really a great athlete. And I wouldn't let her brothers pick on her. I never ever got mad at her except one time in my whole life. I never spanked her, never did anything. Every time I yelled at her for something she did, but of course your uncles got reprimanded quite often. But the other thing that was funny, your grandma and your mom would argue all the time. And I would always say, cat fight, because they were always cat fighting.
Can you tell me about your favorite holiday? Why is it your favorite?
My favorite holiday would be Christmas, and it's the favorite holiday because that's when all the family gets together and everybody's together.
What led you to...
We get to celebrate Jesus' birthday.
What led you to joining the service? Can you tell me the story?
Yes. I was working at as an iron worker, and I got laid off, and I had been in school, and I don't remember, but I got out of school. I was an iron worker, and all of a sudden I got drafted into the Army. So I had to go to report to duty.
Tell her what draft is.
Draft means that the Army has your number, and back then everybody had numbers, and when your number was up, you got called to go into the service. And then, since I didn't want to be an infantryman, I enlisted for an extra year so I could pick what I wanted to do in the Army.
Ooh. What are you proudest of? What are you proudest of? Why does it make you feel proud?
I'm proudest of my family because all of my children and have grown up to be such wonderful people.
Do you have any regrets about early childhood?
Yes, my regret would be I wasn't very nice to my brother sometimes when I was young. We fought a little bit too much.
What is one of your greatest accomplishments? What is
Accomplishments?
Yeah, accomplishments in life.
Okay. I became a CCIM. It's called a Certified Commercial Investment Member in the industry that I was in.
Ooh. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Thank you for letting me interview you. And
Well, you're welcome, granddaughter.
yeah.